Good morning, Jesus lovers, and welcome to the last of the 4 P's of Manhood series, Protector. We have a moral obligation, a duty given to us by God to protect our families. And that means that we need to be ready and stand ready to do violence on our family's behalf. God forbid the need should ever arise. But Paul, didn't Jesus say that we need to turn the other cheek? You're absolutely right, he did. You're not wrong. But he also never, ever exhorted us to become a victim. You see, there's a big difference between a victim and a martyr, and the church has lost this understanding today. A martyr goes to the cross. They get killed on the basis of their faith. They get killed because they refuse to reject Jesus. They refuse to renounce the Lord and Savior. That's a martyr. A victim, on the other hand, is a consequence of a lack of vigilance and preparation. You see, gentlemen, the greatest sin that Adam committed in the garden had nothing to do with doing the thing God asked them not to, but rather his greatest sin was abdicating his personal responsibility that God gave to him to protect his wife. It was his duty to get in between his wife and that serpent and to make sure that she wasn't deceived, to make sure that she was protected and that she was told the truth, that God really is a loving God, that he can be trusted to know the difference between good and evil, and that we can trust that God's intentions for us are good. That's his responsibility. And because he abdicated that responsibility, he passed down that sin of passivity to us. And it's our job to reject that passivity, to accept responsibility for the protections of our household. And that doesn't just mean standing ready to do violence on their behalf when the wolves prowl at the door, to meet that force with an exceeding force. That also means that spiritually, we're to be the thermostat in our household. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's our job to set the tone in our homes. That means that we're the ones setting up the guardrails. We're the ones making sure that the kids don't watch the things that they're not supposed to watch. That means that we have the active conversations with our spouse. We're not just letting them disciple the kids, but we're actively participating in the discipleship of our children. It's our job, gentlemen. It's our job to disciple our spouse too. That's right. You have been gifted the pleasure and the privilege of washing her with the water of the word and to pray for her daily. That's our joy and our pleasure and our privilege. That's what we get to do as men. And so my encouragement and exhortation to you today is that greater is he who is in you than he who is after you. That though the devil may be roaming this world seeking for a soul he may devour, God has gifted you and empowered you to be the bold protector of your household. So stand firm in the faith, gentlemen. Act like men today. Go out and live and love like it. Protect your families with everything that you have. I'm Paul, and I love Jesus.